Hey guys, we're going to take a quick look at dividing our decimal numbers again. So we're going to go back to using our pictures. We're going to take a look at why that is. So our first problem that we have here, it says Dylan's baby needed to drink 1.2 or 1 2/10 milliliters of medicine. The baby couldn't drink it all at once, so she took 4 sips. She drank the same amount in each time. How much did she drink each sip? All right. So when I go to solve this problem and we're taking a look at it, so let's see. I would first off, like any other division problem, I would stop and I would think, all right, well, what's getting broken up? What's being divided? And I notice that this time it's a little bit different than what we've done previous. Instead of me taking the 4 and dividing it by the decimal number, it's the medicine that's getting split up. So we're taking the 1.2 milliliters and we're dividing that into 4 different sips. Okay, so this is slightly different than we did before, where we had the reverse of the whole number being divided by the decimal. Now we're doing the decimal divided by the whole number. So today we're going to start off with picture representations. So the picture representations that we're the most familiar with would be our base 10 blocks. So thinking it through, I've got 1.2 milliliters, so that's 1 whole and 2/10. Okay? I'm splitting this into 4 equal size groups. That's what this says. Divide it by 4. Now, as it stands right now, taking a look at it with 1 whole and 2/10, I don't have the ability to split this into 4 groups because I don't have enough of anything. So what we would do is the same thing we practiced before. I'm going to take this whole number, okay, and I'm going to split that into the tenths. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus then we have these 2 right there. So now I have 12 tenths. All right, now at least I have something that I can start divvying up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 groups. And I'm going to go ahead and just start plotting them in here, just like I would if I was just dealing something out or I was handing out 4 different things. So I'm going to give everybody 1. And let's change up the colors just so we can see it just a little bit better. So 1, 1, 1, 1. So that used up 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are gone. All right, I'm going to give everybody another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there goes another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 4 left, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that takes care of these last 4 pieces. Now I would take a look and see, well, how much is in each group? I have 3/10 in each. They're all equal. I've divided them out. So I know that if I had 1.2 milliliters and I broke it up into 4 different sips, that the baby would have to take 3 milliliter sips. Okay, each sip would be 3/10 of a milliliter. 3/10 of a milliliter. All right, and that's how I would do it. A little easier, I think, than the pictures that we did before, but let's try another one just to make sure that it makes sense. So move on to the next problem as our example. So when we have this, we have 36 hundredths, and we're dividing it into 4 groups again. All right, so 36 hundredths. First thing I do is I always start with my picture representation, what I'm going to be making. So I have 1, 2, 3/10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundredths. So there's my 36 hundredths. I'm still breaking them up into 4 equal size groups. So I've got 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what I need to do is divvy these out. It would be nice if I had enough tenths to give everybody 1 whole tenth, but I don't. I do have enough to give everybody 1 of these, so I can start off with that, I suppose. I could go through and give everybody 1 of these. So 1/100th for everybody, that's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now I'm stuck. I've got 3/10, I have 2 hundredths. I can't divvy them out because I don't have enough of any one type of thing. So the next most logical thing would be to take this and split it apart. So I'm going to take it and split it into hundredths. All right, now I have 10, 11, 12 of them. All right, so I have 12 hundredths. I have 4 people. Well, everybody's going to get 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There, that took care of those 12 pieces right there. Now, I still have 2/10 left. I can't give 2/10 just to one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tenth, I must split it down into hundredths again, and taking a look, it's going to make 10 hundredths. So right there, and I'm going to do that with this one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 20 hundredths. That's what 2/10 equals. 2/10 equals 20 hundredths. So if I have 20 of them and I'm breaking them up into 4 groups, that would be 5 in each. This would be for the first group, second group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sayonara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Farewell. All right, and now we have nothing left. I've used up all of my pieces. All I have to do is take a look and see how many do I have in each one of these spots. So 36 hundredths being divided into 4 groups makes each group have 9 hundredths. All right, and that's how we would do this. So today, go through, try solving these. When you're working on it, I always tell kids, take a little bit of time, see if there's any shortcuts that you notice. So, the answers are on there. You can try it out, play with it a little bit today. Notice, I was taking a few shortcuts. When I was doling them out to the different groups, I could do it 1 at a time, or sometimes I did it 3 at a time, or 5 at a time, or, just take a look and start thinking about, are there other ways of doing it? Or if you don't even want to do all of these little bits and pieces, even thinking about if you have 36 hundredths like this, all right, and I'm breaking them up into groups of 4, maybe you don't like the picture so much. So maybe what you're doing is thinking about 36 hundredths. Maybe I can take this one apart and make another 10 hundredths. There we go. So now I have 16 hundredths, and I could think about, well, 16 hundredths, if I break 16 hundredths into 4 groups, that would be 4 hundredths in each piece. So notice, maybe I could represent it with numbers so I don't have to write all of that out. Now I have 2/10 left, and maybe right then I realize 2/10 is the same thing as 20 hundredths. And I don't even bother drawing it all out, and I start thinking, well, 20 hundredths broken up into 4 pieces would be 5 hundredths for each part. And then going through, I could take a look and say, all right, now I've used everything. All right, how much is in each box? I still end up with 9 hundredths. I've still done it with some sort of picture representation, but I've done it a little bit faster, a little easier. So start looking for different ways of representing things to try things out. So try and find one that you think works the best for you. And then next week, when we come back on Monday, we'll start taking a look at maybe the area model, or even trying out a little bit more of an algorithm instead, just to see if any of those will also work. All right, well, good luck today. If you're having any trouble, make sure you stop by during office hours.